again. Let's try again. What I did was I disconnected from my Wi-Fi, which I think was having a little bit of a problem. So just let me know if you girls can see me and hear me any better. So I'm just quickly gonna go through the steps again. Make sure you are letting me know you're here. I'm in, so you can participate on the takeaways of the day. Make sure you join me for this Saturday's webinar. I'm gonna add the registration button at the top of this video. Make sure you're inviting other girls, friends who you know are gonna benefit from this webinar. And let's go back to where we were. So as I was saying, I will briefly just gonna retouch on what I was saying because I know it was gonna be, thank you. Yeah, it was on and off. So style and image secrets that will simplify your life. We started by talking about how do you want your style to be? So how do you see the evolution of your style looking into the future? So in an ideal world, do you want to be more creative, more dramatic, more sexy, more classic? Allow yourself to connect to how do you want people to perceive you, about how do you want to be seen by the world. So do not worry about how you're going to achieve that. Just allow yourself to go wild and think, how do I want my style to be in a perfect world? Then the second question, and I was talking about that is really important, is your body shape. And more important than understanding exactly what your body shape is what are the parts of your body you want to enhance and minimize. Because once you understand the parts that you want to enhance and minimize, I can teach you then how to achieve that. And that is the key for you to creating an amazing look. This is not about being perfect or looking one specific way or another. This is about us learning how to make the most of our body. So as I was saying before, I get a little bit frustrated when magazines trying to teach you how, if you have a body shape X, dress like this. There's so many variants to our body shape, and it's just not a body shape. No one is one body shape fully, and we have different neck lengths, different face shapes, different combination of length between your torso and your legs, and I'm gonna get to that into a second. So I want you to start by identifying all your workbook on day 3. If you haven't downloaded your workbook, make sure you do. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's better because I disconnected from my Wi-Fi. My apologies about that. So determine what parts of your body you want to enhance and minimize. And generally speaking, we also want to know hips, your bust, your stomach, your legs, your arms. I just want you to go through your body and just with a very gentle look, say, okay, I want to enhance and minimize here. And I'm just gonna quickly explain this. The ideal body is the hourglass. So an hourglass is a body like this. Torso, a waist that goes in and hips that go out. And the torso and the hips are very balanced. We can identify which parts of our body are out of the balance. So for example, in my case, I have a triangular body where my bottom part is much wider than my torso. So for me to balance my body, I need to enhance my torso and minimize my hips. And I can tell you, by me just understanding that, I can just make miracles when I get dressed. So I want you to take this very lightly. Do not obsess. Just briefly think, okay, can I achieve balance if I minimize my torso, if I enhance my torso, if I minimize my waist? Just very briefly, take notes there. As I said, I'm going to be sharing with you on the webinar on Saturday how to do this. But I can tell you that once you understand what you have to enhance and minimize, and I teach you how you can achieve that, buying clothes is going to be a breeze. And one of the reasons why women complain so much about not knowing what to buy is because it becomes overwhelming. There's so many options, there's so many colors, there's so many brands, there's so many price tags, and where do you start? But as I said, it's important to understand. I'm gonna educate you so you have all the tools. Then I'll take you through the steps that you need to take in order to become that easy breezy shopper that finds easily things to wear for yourself. But all starts with getting to know you, and that's why it's day 1 and day 2. We're all about getting to know you inside and out, and today is understand a little bit more of that external part. Who are you in terms of your body shape? We started getting to know you in terms of your strengths and weaknesses and appreciating who you are. We talked about your style personality yesterday. Today is all about you getting to understand what is your body shape. And once you understand your body shape, you can love it again and you can learn how to dress for it. So next, I want you to check your proportion between torso and legs. So this is when we Some of you might be aware of this, like, ah, yeah, I have a longer torso and my legs are shorter. Or, oh, no, I have a shorter torso and my legs are longer. If you have not noticed any of these things that I just said, it means you have a balanced body, which then in that case, you don't have to worry about this. However, if you have noticed you have a longer torso and shorter legs, then we want to create balance. Remember, when it comes to dressing and to finding outfits that work for you, it's all about balancing. So the way in which you're gonna balance your torso is by creating an illusion with clothes that your torso is shorter, then your legs look longer. If you are completely the opposite and you have a short torso and like your waist is kind of high that when your elbows end and then your legs are really long, you need to be careful, is because when your torso is short and if you have a big bust, you're going to appear to be a little bit heavier on your top or your top part of your body. So it's going to make you look a little bit bigger. So you need to create the illusion that your torso is longer. So you appear to be slimmer and you appear to be longer. I am going to be teaching you how to achieve that at the webinar. But for today, I want you to notice if the balance between your torso and your legs is either balanced, or if you have a long leg, short torso, or long torso and short legs. Remember, today is all about us getting to understand our body a little bit better, because that is the key to then knowing and learning how we can dress for our very unique and beautiful body shape. So make notes of that on your workbook. Then the next one, your face shape. And this one is, there's so many types of face shapes, but for today, I just want you to notice, is my face shape wider than longer? So these will be faces that are a little bit more rounded, or that are a little bit more rectangular, but faces that are much wider. Do you have probably heavy cheeks, and then you notice that when you look in the mirror, your face looks wider than it's longer? Or, like mine, is my face longer than it is wider? So I just noticed if you have a longer face or if you have a wider face. So it says, when you say waist, do you mean the narrowest part of your middle? In terms of what, Filipa? Like when I was talking about the balance of torso and legs? Just to specify that is that. So I just want you to identify your face shape. Is it longer or is it wider or rounder? And then I need you to understand and make notes of this, that your hairstyles, your necklines, and how you apply your blush are the three easiest and most simple ways for you to balance your face shape. So as I said, I'm going to be showing you specifically how to achieve this on Saturday's webinar. But for today, I want you to note, is my face more rounded or wider, or is my face longer? And notice that your hairstyle, your necklines, and how you apply your blush are going to help you balance that. Yes. Okay. So when I said my waist, when I say your middle, as in, yes, no, probably the middle pointing when we are measuring our body on a vertical way is the part where your bum sticks out the most. So you can even wrap around something like a belt or something around the widest part of your hips when your bum looking on the side sticks more out, and then you can notice if that length from that part of the hips to here is balanced with that length from the part of your hips to the floor. So as I said, I will explain more that on Friday with a graphic, on Saturday at the webinar. But it's generally, if you haven't noticed that you have a short torso or a long torso, it's because probably you're balanced. But someone who has a short torso, they know, and someone who have a long torso, they will know. So coming back to the face, make notes of if your face is long or if your face is wide. Then your scale. And then this is a really important one, and that is not mentioned very often. Our bone structure, like how small or big or medium size we are here around the part of the ankles and around our wrist, is going to determine our size, our scale. And we have small scale, medium scale, and big scale. Large scale, sorry. And then what this determines is the size of the accessories we wear. So for example, the size of accessories like bracelets, necklace, but also the size of prints, or also the size of our handbag, or how chunky our shoes can be. And for a small bone structures, we want to stick to things that are small scale, as in small accessories, small prints, and shoes that are not too thick and chunky, or fabrics that are not too thick and chunky, because then they will gonna be very, very contrasting with your bone structure. If you have a medium scale, then you get away with any. And if you have a large scale, like someone who is very, very thick, I will give you exactly the measurements and centimeters for ankle and what is this one, wrist, on Saturday, as well as the webinar, so you can have exactly. I just want you to start thinking about these things now. Then when you have a large, you are best wearing larger or medium sizes. So someone who is really tall and big in their bone structure, they look really funny if they put a tiny little pendant. It just kind of doesn't go in alignment. Remember, when it comes to style and creating beautiful outfits, it's all about being harmonious. However, there's something that comes into consideration here, and it is your style personality that we spoke about yesterday. I have a small to medium size. However, I do wear large accessories because, remember, my style personality is dramatic. So we need to bring the scale with the style personality. And I understand that I have a style personality and that's a scale that is best for me, but I can find a middle ground. And that's what I love about what I teach. This is not, as I said yesterday, about creating a new person. This is you learning new knowledge and having new tools so you can make informed decisions. So a scale is very powerful. And as I said, I'm going to be giving you exactly the measurements for your ankles and your wrists, so you can then understand what is your scale. And then the last one that is going to simplify your life and make shopping, putting outfits together and getting ready in the morning in such an easier way is you understanding what are the best colors for you in terms of makeup based on the eye color that you have. Because we have to restart this email, make sure this video, make sure you type in the comments, I am here or hello, so I know you can participate in the 21-day style transformation program. Like, this 21-day style transformation program is awesome. It is going to be going in all the depth that you need to know about styles and colors and influences and how to balance, and everything that I have spoken about today is going to be 20 million times more explained. So make sure you let me know you're here, so I know who are going to be the 5 winners of that amazing program. So when it comes, okay, so there's different, and there's going to be a little bit of a controversy here. I am not for one to say that you have to wear makeup. However, I will recommend that you do so when you feel like it, and you can be as natural as you want. I think every single woman has the ability in 2 minutes to enhance a couple of parts of her face and just really look more alive, fresher, and more beautiful. So why not? So make sure you understand what are the best colors that will help you enhance in an easier and simple way your makeup. So it all depends on your eye color. So I got here blue, green, and brown and blue eyes. If you have hazel, you're going to be able to, depending on how much green or how much orangey brown you have, you might be able to get away with all the colors that I'm going to recommend for both eye colors. So when you have blue eyes, there are 2 colors that are really gonna work for your eyes in terms of makeup, and let's refer to eyeliners, eyeshadows, like a very simple way of working with that. So it's going to be blue and red. Blue is what we call your eye enhancer, and red is what we call your eye intensifier. So obviously I'm not gonna ask you to do a red eyeliner or a red eyeshadow. However, shadows or eyeliners that have a little bit of an orangey bricky color absolutely work with your blue eyes. Also, if you even wear a deep blue eyeliner, that is going to be absolutely beautiful. Or you can go bright, but probably might be a little bit too much. So this is really your personality. You play with all the shades of blue and all the shades of orangey bricky eyeliners and eyeshadows, and you're gonna be surprised at how much that can enhance your eyes. Obviously, going a little bit more to the mouth, but still, if you wear with blue eyes, red lipstick, that looks very beautiful as well. Anything on these 2 colors that can be around the face is gonna work beautiful. Even if it's a scarf, a pair of earrings, with blue and red is gonna work beautiful. If you have green eyes, then again, green is your eye enhancer, a color that is the same as. So eyeliners, eyeshadows, earrings, scarves, anything around the face. But purple and violets are absolutely amazing for eyeliners and eyeshadows for green eyes. They absolutely enhance, and that's what I'm saying. It can be as simple as a very fine eyeliner, and that can do a lot for you and for your eyes. And if you have brown or black eyes, then black or brown eyeliner, is going to be your enhancer, the same as. And opposite to the color wheel, we have blues and greens. So black and brown eyes with blue and blue greens and or greens eyeliners and eyeshadows look amazing. So some of these colors I know because I've been teaching women how to do their makeup for so many years can be a little bit, oh, that's a little bit too much for me. But I encourage you to try. You can just go and get probably an eyeliner that doesn't have to be the most expensive one. You just try it on. I recommend I try it on your hand so it's soft enough. You know, it's going to run beautiful with your eyes. Like it's not going to hurt or create extra wrinkles. And you test that on a day that you're not going out and you might be surprised. And as I said, it's your decision how much or how little makeup you use. But I can tell you, and there's so many studies that show that women who wear makeup are seen as more professional, confident, and credible. So I'm not going to get into that, but I'm very passionate about it. I can say that every single woman can find a makeup routine that works for her, that can be very simple. But when we use these colors that I'm recommending here, you can see amazing results with little effort. And as you know, I am all for creating an amazing look and style, but being simple. So all these 6 secrets that I shared today, they're not so secret. They sound so simple, and do not be fooled by the simplicity of them. When you understand all these 6 elements, you will be surprised at how much easier is it going to be to get ready in the morning. And as I said, I'm going to go in so much more depth at the webinar on Saturday, so you make sure you join me for that, so you can really start putting that routine, because with style and clothing and personal brand and image, this is all about you also creating a structure. It's like you don't go shopping for groceries with no list and expecting that things are going to work out. That doesn't happen. We need to plan. So we were never taught that we had to do that, but you do. You need to plan your style, your image, and your personal brand. And you need to have a knowledge, as if you were putting together a recipe. You have to have the recipe, which is what I'm sharing with you, the recipe. Then you have to have the implements, so you have to have the clothes and the shoes, the accessories, and the makeup, and then you just perfect the technique. So that's what we're doing throughout the challenge. I'm giving you all those elements, so then it's just gonna come to you to start implementing and practicing. So make sure you rewatch this video if you have to. Make sure you type your questions, because remember, I'm gonna be explaining in much more depth this at the webinar on Saturday. So type your questions so I make sure I cover all your questions. I'm also gonna add the time of the webinar. If you are subscribed to the challenge, you will be automatically subscribed to the webinar. However, if you are just watching this video, make sure you subscribe. I'll add the link at the top. Send me all your questions. I'm here to answer all your questions. And if you are enjoying this challenge, make sure you share it with your friends, so we share all the love and we start creating this wellness revolution where women wake up in the morning excited because they are authentically sharing who they are through their image. So make sure you let me know you were here today. I'm going to be sending you giveaways as soon as we finish, and you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.